Welcome, everyone, to the original conference championship game. There's simply nothing quite like the intensity when an SEC title is on the line. All the legendary players, the epic moments who have made their mark on this occasion. The intensity is simply unmatched. Can't wait for this one. This is a matchup we've all been waiting for. Two teams ranked in the top 5, battling for a precious conference title, but also pointing to something even bigger, the college football playoff. We'll see the number 4 team in the country, LSU Tigers, taking on the number 1 team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Hermstreet. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. The kickoff team is out there, and here we go. A conference championship on the line right now. Bringing it out, it's Watkins. Tackle at the 13, not great field position to start the drive. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. The offense will take their first 10 out of the half to talk strategy here. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Handoff here from the shotgun. Fights off a defender. And the freshman brings him down quickly. What's the play call here on second down for this offense? From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Gets some space around the 30. Breaks clear. End zone ahead. At the 20. At the 10. Touchdown, Tigers. It was a foot race, and he won it.
Well, all the film work that they've done to get ready for this game, here we are in the opening drive. They see exactly what they thought they might see based on their film work. It pays off, and this back had a ton of space to show you what kind of speed he has.
Good point after is good. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. First down here for this offense. Here's that defense shifting again. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Breaking free at the 35. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. Inside the 10. Takes it all the way to the house. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
Oh, my. What a great play call here by the offensive coordinator. The running back received some great blocking up front and just took off with it, carving up this defense all the way to the end zone.
Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Watkins. And he's brought down at the 16. Would have been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. And here comes that LSU offense back onto the field. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time, looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments. Back to throw. It's Nussmeier. Trying to create outside the pocket now. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. Tackle, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs. This line getting set up. It's a first down play.
Well, how about that? Another LSU wide receiver makes a big-time catch for the Tigers offense. Oh, just a couple names to throw out. How about OBJ? How about Justin Jefferson and Jamar Chase, who right now arguably two of the top receivers in the NFL, all from LSU. And watching this young man right here, he's hoping he's next in line.
First down, looking to throw the football. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. With the catch, it's Daniels.
Chris, the more we watch these spread offenses attack in today's game, it's not just about the vertical shots with the taller receivers on the outside. Defenses are challenged even more by those smaller slot receivers and their quickness in space.
He'll hand it off. He'll be brought down just a few inches short of that first down marker. An important third down conversion coming here in the red zone. And now the offense will call a timeout here. Something they didn't like about what they saw there, wanting to make an adjustment before this critical down. So here we go, third down in the red zone, the kind of play that decides football games. On third and short, they'll try to throw for it here. Looking right, this one caught. They bring him down, but not before he gains first down yardage.
But these guys clearly weren't even thinking about a field goal on this one. They know that field goals won't win a game like this anyway, so be aggressive. And now it's first and goal.
The offense knocking on the door with a first and goal. From the shotgun, handoff inside. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, this defense is being challenged. They're close to their own goal line, but how about this play? All 11 guys coming together. They stood firm. The result is a short loss for the offense. Nice job.
Here's a run to the left, looking for the touchdown. Ball carrier brought down at the 4. Offense in great scoring position here.
It's a nice play by this defense, and now you're thinking about third down and goal from around the 5-yard line. You got a real shot to come up with a stop here. Whether they run it or throw it, you get a stop here, and maybe you hold them to 3 points.
He moves the ball to the 4. It's third down and goal. They're going to run it. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Man, that is just incredibly impressive by this defense. And they're looking down there. They're incredibly hyped up, and they should be. That's a great goal line stand. Third down, and you're able to come up with a tackle for a loss.
Right down the middle.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out. He'll call for the fair catch here. Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. The last possession was a one-play touchdown drive on the ground. See if the offensive line can continue to create some big lanes. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What is an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Looking to pass. It's Milrow. He's moving out of the pocket. Extending the play now. Defense stops him short of the marker. So now it's fourth down. The punt team making their way on the field. And this is an ugly shank. And he punts it out of bounds, so no return. that Bayou Bengals offense is back out on the field. Last time out, they moved the ball well, but had to settle for a chip shot field goal. Caught quickly. They stopped the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
And completion makes it second down. An inside give now from the shotgun. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. Critical third down play for this offense right here. Can he get there on the ground? Moves the football to the 30. Good enough for a first down.
Boy, another nice gain by this back. He has had a beautiful day today running the football, just kind of in that zone, and a big reason why they have a nice lead today.
LSU getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play. This LSU offense is moving quickly down the field. They'll run it here. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Second down play coming up. Press coverage now from the secondary. Thrown quickly, caught in the right flat. Defense reacts quickly, a very short gain on the play.
Boy, wide receiver screen can be hit or miss. Either receiver finds a nice crease and picks up big yards, or the defense completely negates that. The team speed from the defense here wins that play.
Dropping back, it's Nussmeier. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And he's brought down at the 1-yard line. What a play on the completion.
Now that's what I call coming through for your team in a pressure situation. Great read. Got the ball where it needed to go. Now you're set up to get 6.
Crucial play here to begin the quarter as the offense sets up 1st and goal. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, LSU. Quarterback doesn't see anybody open. Kirk says, yeah, I'll just do this myself.
How about this? What a luxury. Anytime you can make something happen, even when all the receivers are covered, everything's taken away, you take it yourself. And good luck to the defense trying to stop that.
Automatic at the PAT. Now they get set to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. Play action here on 1st down. Fires it to the wideout. Looks downfield and finds a receiver who worked his way wide open. An explosive play. Big gain. Spotted down near the 37.
You know, Chris, if we would have told Bear Bryant that Alabama would have a wide receiver that won a Heisman in recent years, I don't think he would have believed us. But that's where we are. They've been some great ones in the past. We're seeing some great-looking receivers.
And the sophomore's got him for a sack.
Well, you got to do a better job with your fake as the quarterback. The defense did not bite at all in the play action, allowing them to continue to come after the quarterback and come up with that sack.
That sack sets up a 2nd down and very long. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Back to throw. It's Milroe. He's escaping the pocket now. Oh, a throwaway there. Gave up on the play, but now it's going to bring up third down.
Man, I like this play. And not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
Offense sets the formation. It's third down. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. Catch made down the left side, an explosive play. Into the end zone. Touchdown, tied.
Chris, the timing between the quarterback and the receiver here is exceptional. Great route here to sell that post to the inside and then break it off to the corner. And the quarterback anticipates it well, puts it on the money for that touchdown.
The extra point cuts the lead to 3, 17-14. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. A little bit of my turn, your turn so far in the early going. Both offenses scoring touchdowns in their last possessions. Some confusion on the snap count. A false start cost them 5 yards. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? They're going to run it here. They'll tackle him right at the 25-yard line.
Chris, it's the consistency of this pack is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
Breaks a tackle on the play and makes a decent gain.
Coaches told us in the pregame production meetings they love this back's mixture of speed and power. We know about the speed, but he also showed the ability to break tackles on that run.
There's contact on the throw. The pass is off target. He got hit as he threw as the third down pressure works.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here, third and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this fourth and short.
Here we go. The coach rolling the dice. 4th and 1 in his own territory. From the shotgun now. Here's an inside give. And he's not going to get there. The defense rises up and makes a huge 4th down stop.
How about the offense being aggressive? They decide to go for it here, and I got to give all the credit to this defense. Being aware, anticipating the call, knowing exactly where they needed to make the stop, and they did it.
Looks like he didn't get the snap off in time. That'll cost him 5 yards. Quarterback unaware of the play clock. That'll cost them 5. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill curve.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
Looking downfield, it's Milrow. He's moving out of the pocket now. Receiver makes the catch. And the defense grabs him after the completion. He's just short of a first down.
And that is always the toughest thing for a defense. When you cover the initial routes by the receivers, but then they start their second routes adjusting to the quarterback scramble, and they're able to get open. And when you have a quarterback who can run around and buy time, it makes it so much tougher on coverage.
Can he make it to the marker? Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes him block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Quarterback finds an open target on the left side. He's brought down after a short gain that's not going to be first down yardage. Alabama now operating in the red zone.
One thing we know for sure, I don't know as a play caller, you can make that call without a quarterback who can throw it with a big arm. He put that on a rope.
Looking to pass here on second down. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no flag, brings up third down. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. On third down, he drops to throw. Catch made on the right side. Forced out of bounds, but a nice gain there, and the offense will have a first and goal.
Well, it's third down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another first down for this offense.
First and goal, handoff. He powers into the end zone. Touchdown, Bama.
And that's another touchdown for this guy. This defense better adjust and get eyes into that backfield, or he may go for a third or a fourth later today.
And now here comes the point after attempt. Extra point makes the lead 4. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And here comes that LSU offense back onto the field. Remember, last time they went for it on a fourth down and got stopped, and the opponent went right down the field. See if they can recover from that here. And the run moves the ball up to the 33. Second down after that run on the previous play. Looking to throw. It's Nussmeier. Looks to the left, and it's complete. They've got him, but that completion good enough for first down yardage. A new set of downs after that completion. That's the 2-minute warning in this close first half. The offense trying to score and claim the lead before the break. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Pass caught. Brought down across midfield to the 46. LSU getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Fires it to the wideout. Here's a wide open receiver, complete. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game. The offense operating at peak efficiency. They come to the line again. Snapping it from the red zone now. Looking to throw. Makes the catch. Can he get in? He makes it to the end zone. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. Here's the point after attempt. PAT puts them up 3. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. If they want to cut into this lead before halftime, they have to work quickly now. Send the back in motion. They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the marker, inches away.
Boy, positive yards there on 1st and 10. Good job up front by that offensive line. Good hard running by this running back. And now you got a lot of options. That playbook can really open up on 2nd and inches.
Come to the line for 2nd down and very short now. To the air, it's Milroe. He's running out of time here. Using his legs on the scramble. They bring him down just short of the marker, inches away from a 1st down.
Well, defense does a nice job of pressuring the quarterback. I'll tell you what, that's a heck of an effort by this guy just to be able to get back close to the line of scrimmage.
And 3rd and short, they hand the ball off. Tackle, but 1st down.
Yeah, I love how the back didn't really dance around trying to make a big play. He knew it's 3rd down and inches, lower the shoulder, get the 1st down.
It's a strong run, keeps the drive going. 1st down now. Close to the tight end. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
Second down after the incompletion. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. That's reeled in. It's Law. And a big game before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Running out of time in the pocket. Receiver makes the grab. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching. 2nd down after that completion. Dropping back, it's Milroe. It's a quick grab. Ball carrier heads out of bounds, but the pickup was good enough to move the chains. 1st down.
Well, the defense sits back in his zone coverage. Good job here by the quarterback recognizing that soft coverage, and he hits the routine drag route underneath for a 1st down.
And looking to throw now on 1st down. Quarterback escapes the pocket. Finds a man open on the right side downfield. That's a big game before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a 1st down.
Chris, a great ability by this quarterback to get outside of the pocket and place the football right where it needs to be for the 1st down.
Alabama has now moved into the red zone. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Makes the grab on the move. Tackled at the 8 after the completion. They'll have to hurry now. 2nd down with the clock ticking. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. They look to throw it here on 2nd down. Looking to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Alabama. Conference championship pressure, they just grind it away. Beautiful execution in that methodical drive.
Man, I can't think of a better stage than the conference championship to put together a drive like that. Moving the sticks, executing along the way, avoiding any turnover potential, and coming up with a touchdown. Great job.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. Looks like the final play of the half coming up. The back's got it. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The kickoff team out there now to get the second half underway. So no return here. He takes it in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. So here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. They'll start the third quarter here on the ground. Moves the ball up to the 30.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
The game makes it second and medium. Looking to throw. It's Milroe. And they heave it deep downfield. The catch is made for a huge pickup. And a big gain moves the ball across midfield all the way to the 39. Another chunk play. This offense is really clicking. Takes the ball and heads to the left side. Tackle made at the 24-yard line. This offense really threatening now.
But these the type of runs that begin to wear down your defense psychologically. Already have the lead, come out with a nice big gain, and this defense is thinking, oh no, here we go again. Really nice statement here to get this second half started.
Looking to scramble. Quarterback on the move, trying to make something happen. And he's run out after a big gain. The offense will be set up with a first down and goal. Alabama's offense now lining up on first and goal. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Oh, and he can't come up with the catch in the end zone. It's going to be second down now.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you just have too much time in your hands. You end up thinking way too much. Gets your hands a little shaky.
Hand off inside, looking for the touchdown. And that's a solid gain before the defense able to bring him down.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance at a really nice gain.
Here we go, third and goal coming up. On the ground, trying to punch it in for the score. Fights his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. How important was that touchdown, Kirk? It's now a two-possession game here in the second half.
It's a great job of this offense with their execution and having situational awareness here in the second half. They now have, as you said, Chris, this two-possession lead. They got a great chance to finish it off and get a win.
Getting set to kick the ball off now. Bringing it out, it's Watkins. And they stop him short of the 25 there. Offense begins at the 22. And that Bayou Bengals offense is back out on the field. First play of the drive, he looks left for a completion.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. When he gets it down to the tight end, you can see what he can do after the catch.
They stop him, but it's a first down. And a running play keeps the offense with a fresh set of downs. And then first down, right back to the running game. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. Important second down play coming up. To throw, it's Nussmeier. It's complete on the crossing route. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain.
Well, here the defense decided to sit back and play zone, and that front didn't do a good job of pressuring the quarterback. He had the time to make the throw, and he put it on target.
Third down. This offense could really use a conversion here, down multiple scores. Try and muscle for the first down. Second effort, their defense cannot stop him short of the marker.
Well, that shows you the trust they have in their offensive line in this running game. To get to a third down, just trying to come up with a way to be able to keep this drive alive, keep hope alive that you can come back in this game. You rely on old reliable with that offensive line, and they come through for you.
This LSU offense is moving quickly down the field. On first down, why not keep it on the ground? He gains 9, so it's 2nd and 1.
Boy, this back is having some kind of game today. He just continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over 150 yards now, and this defense has no real answers in trying to keep him contained.
Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Looks like LSU has the first down.
You know, to me, Chris, with this offense, it's almost an extension of their running game. You put the receiver out in motion, you flip the ball out to him, out to the outside, let him do what he does best, which is use his instincts, and he picks up a first down.
Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
The offense with 5 receivers now, empty backfield. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. And they'll stop him short of the line to gain.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
Offense now operating in the red zone, facing a 3rd and short from the 20. Looks right for a quick completion. And he's tackled just short of that first down marker. Good job by the defense.
I think he makes the right read here. He gets the ball out to his receiver, but the receiver's got to win. He's got to win that one-on-one matchup against the defender, and he doesn't. So we've got a 4th down.
Crucial play. Down double digits in the second half. They're going to go for it on 4th down. It's complete. That's enough for a first down. They make the tackle, but he easily gets first down yardage, and the drive keeps going.
Boy, the defense is in the right coverage here. Looked like they had exactly what they wanted to be able to come up with a stop here on 4th down. But there's the timing between a quarterback and the receiver. They knew exactly where they needed to go. Great timing and a first down.
Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And the defense swarms not much of a gain on that completion. 2nd down and goal. On the ground, trying to muscle it across the line. Fights his way in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers. Methodical but effective, Kirk. Probably one of the most impressive drives we've seen in the conference championship game.
Hey, I have to agree with you. Long drives like that are like a great painting. Slowly layering all the intricate facets until you have a masterpiece completed. That drive was put together in the same fashion. Just masterful execution on that drive.
Scanning the field, it's Nussmeier. Not able to connect, incomplete.
Defense not fooled at all there. Nice job of stepping up and stopping that 2-point conversion.
The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. Comes the Alabama offense onto the field. Really excellent possession last time. The mix, the run, and pass kept the defense off balance en route to a touchdown. Breaking free at the 35. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
There's nothing more that helps an offense than committing to that running game and popping an explosive run like this on the ground. Keeps the confidence of your offensive lineup. Same with your back. It helps everything else that you're doing as an offense in your rhythm. Now you can come back with some counters, try to take some shots off of play action, and keep hammering away with that run game.
First down, looking to throw the ball. Trying to extend the play. Scrambling around now, looking downfield. Here's a wide-open receiver, complete. And they finally tackle him down at the one. Big gain in the pitch and catch.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. And let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
Here's the handoff on first and goal. And he's wrapped up short of the marker there as the time runs down here in the third quarter. They've had the break to talk about it. Now we begin the quarter. The offense set up second and goal. Finds an open target on the left side. Touchdown, tie. This offense really clicking. This passing game is on fire. The quarterback cannot be stopped. With the conference championship on the line, he's delivering.
Yeah, he's in sync right now with his wide receivers. But, man, my attention seems to be more on the defense. What in the world are they thinking? You can't just allow this quarterback to sit back there and throw. You've got to be able to put pressure on him, or he's going to continue to throw touchdown after touchdown.
Football is coughed up by the returner deep inside their own 20.
Another example of taking care of the football and how big of a deal this is. Usually it's running backs in practice that are working overtime on ball security. But after this, next week, this returner might be in those drills too. Can't be trusted to return it if you can't hold on to the football.
Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. And the motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. And they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards.
Well, these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
Makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Bama. That's another strike from this quarterback, Kirk. He is having himself a day.
This guy's just having one of those days you dream about against this secondary. But let's also give credit to the wide receivers doing a nice job of getting open, and the big fellas up front for giving him enough time to throw.
Extra point up and good. A 19-point lead now here in the final quarter. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. It's a highlight reel diving catch there.
Chris, here we are in the fourth quarter. These guys are trailing. Hadn't been a great day, but with this quarterback, he's as gifted as anybody in the country. You never count these guys out.
One play, and they're already past the 40. First and 10. Dropping back, it's Nussmeier. The pocket breaking down. Got him for a sack. A big play made them one of the senior leaders of this defense.
Chris, I'm really surprised by the way this game has turned out. That's another sack by this defense. They've done such a great job of preparing a plan to get ready for one of the top quarterbacks in the country. They've kept him out of sync, applied pressure, and a big part of the reason they're enjoying this lead right now.
Offense facing third and short, approaching midfield. Can they convert here, or will they face a tough fourth down decision? Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Makes the catch downfield. That moves the football inside the 40, and it's another first down. This LSU offense is moving quickly down the field. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Lucky for the junior quarterback that didn't get picked off.
Boy, Chris, he tried to squeeze that one in there on third down. It would have had to have been a perfectly placed ball to have any chance at a completion and a first down.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Grab down the middle. It's Lacey. Tackle made after a big gain. LSU getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Here comes a throw from the red zone. Lets it fly to the wideout. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down. 7th play of the drive coming up. Second down. We're going to throw it. Here's a screen pass to the running back. Brought down at the 3 after the completion. The offense really threatening now.
Well, this is great execution here on this screen play to the running back to pick up big yards in the first down. I think in the process, Chris, they sent a message to the defense. You can rush our quarterback all you want, but when you do, you better be careful because we're going to throw the screen on you.
1st and goal, they'll try to run it in. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, LSU.
I think we're starting to kind of see a theme here, Chris, today. That's his 2nd touchdown. The offensive line doing their job, and he's doing an outstanding job of just reading the defense, finding the hole, and being able to pick up big yards and touchdowns.
Extra point try coming now. And he knocks it right through. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner opportunity to bring this back. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Launching it downfield. He's got it for a big gain. And they'll bring him down, but this offense creates a huge chunk play.
I mean, Chris, look at this guy. I mean, you talk about having a great day throwing the football and leading his team to a nice, comfortable lead late in the game, and it continues. The coach is showing confidence of what he can do.
They'll use that running game, trying to bleed the clock here. And they try the middle, but stuck for no gain.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers and make the play.
Dropping back, it's Milroe. He's moving out of the pocket. Looking to scramble now. Quarterback gets down to avoid the big hit.
And this quarterback can play the game. He can throw, and as we see here, he can run the football. The defense does everything that they need to with the pressure. They look like they're in good position to be able to come up with a nice play on him, but instead, he shows how he can slip out of the back door of this defense and pick up a nice gain.
A pop pass on the jet sweep. And he's able to find some room before they finally bring him down.
You know, a lot of times these types of plays either go for nothing or they can go for a huge chunk of yards. Here they do a nice job of getting it to the outside, turning it upfield, and ended up getting a nice gain out of it.
The shotgun running play call. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Come up on 3rd down. Solid drive. Defense trying to get off the field here. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up 4th down now.
Interesting call here, Chris, to throw the ball on 3rd and short. Unable to come up with a first down. Now here at 4th down, you got a big decision to make. Do you kick the field goal just to add to the lead, or maybe go for this here with a chance to drop the hammer?
4th down and 2 coming up as they try to keep the drive going. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Trying for a fourth down completion. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. And it's intercepted with a desperation throw here. And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
Boy, this defense did exactly what they needed to do. Come up with a turnover here in the second half to get themselves back in the game. They get the interception. Now, can their offense come up with a way to cut into this lead?
And here comes that LSU offense back onto the field. Looking downfield, it's Nussmeier. Throwing for his running back. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's second down.
You know, this is the one thing I love about this running back is his ability to get involved in the pass game. Runs a great route, just doesn't come down with a catch.
It's a 2nd and 10 after the previous play. From the shotgun, drops back. Trying to create outside the pocket now. On the run here, taking a deep shot. And the deep shot falls incomplete. But wait, there is a flag on the play, so we'll check that out. The officials make the easy call. Quarterback was well past line of scrimmage before throwing the ball. Third down here. Time for perhaps one more play before the 2-minute warning. Drops back. He's going to throw for it on third down. It's caught downfield. Tackle made, but he gets the ball out across the 20-yard line. Good game. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Looks downfield and connects with a wide-open wide receiver. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. Looking to chuck it again. Final minutes here, they'll throw it deep downfield. The catch is made, and he does get the foot down. They're going to catch a big gainer.
Well, this offense has a long way to be able to get back and potentially win this game, but they're doing the right things, managing the clock, picking up good yards, and getting out of bounds.
He's got it right near the end zone. Stopped short of the touchdown, but the offense is set up now first and goal. Back to pass. It's Nussmeier. This one sails through the back of the end zone and incomplete. Second down and goal upcoming. And they're trying to punch it in here. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior. Timeout called by the defense, their first of the half as they try to make some adjustments here. Urgency here in the fourth quarter. They must cut into this lead. It's third down and goal. Quarterback drops back, and he scores! Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. This will be fun. Strange things happen when the conference championship trophy is on the line. One possession game, fourth quarter. Who's going to step up?
So here's the deal. Your defense just gave up a touchdown. Now all of a sudden we got a game. What will your offense do to be able to secure a victory? You want to win a championship? Go out and earn it.
PAT up and good. They get a little bit closer. Looks like they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. The offense falls on the fumble, keeps possession. So here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. Can they play keep away here? Just protect this lead in the final 2 minutes. And they'll keep it on the ground, trying to run some clock. He's brought down, but the game moves the ball to the 39. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. First down and 10 now. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. They bring him down to the 25. They're moving closer and closer to the red zone. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. First down here for this offense. Quarterback making some changes at the line. Looking to throw it on first down. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. Goes to his right side there for the completion. And he picks up the first down before they get him to the ground. So the job is simple here. Just take a knee, run out the clock, and begin the celebration. Wow, what a tremendous run these guys have had, and now they can call themselves champions of the SEC. That's one of the most difficult titles to earn in this sport. And now with the playoff looming, we can find out how they fare against the 11 other best teams in the nation. And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.